Hello. Hello. How are we today? I'm just gonna hit the go live button. No webcam today because my room is a disaster area and I want to hide that right now. Let's get this plane in some sort of flight ready state. You're not, come on. And that's all good. Just let that all happen. I wonder. Do we have... No, that's a bit of a shame. Unless I'm wrong. Alex, I'm tidying it so it's actually a bit worse than usual at the moment. I wonder, can I... No, this one. ATIS. I'm gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work. It is not going to work. I made an attempt. So just get 8 cars for the ATIS. Try to tune in the actual ATIS. Apparently that's not a thing yet. I'm on the audio for VATSIM server, by the way. So if we do get ATC, we'll be able to actually understand what the hell they're saying. And we have ATIS, QNH1023. Here we go. Few 25 10 11 09016. Fine. Pause in it. We are exactly there. Route is Hotel Addis Ababa to that we are Ethiopian 374, and we're planning on taking 7 right, 07 right. Actually, I'm gonna need to put the route in. Going Bus 0925 East 0925.3. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's the correct one. And then we are going to Delta Whiskey Alpha, direct, and that is that. Performance initialization, boom, our cruising altitude is 350. Our reserves are 3 points, let's say 3.6. Gust index is 5, usually is. Cruising wind is 2055. And top climb outside air temperature is, oops, minus 44. Yep. And on limits, I can bring XP back up. And on limits, we got an outside air temperature, what, plus 16, and our runway here is 3,800. Let's go for 24k D rate and climb 1. Takeoff is going to be flaps 5, as per usual. And takeoff 24.1. That's usually 24. I could have just hit that. 4.75. And 145 as V2. Heading for the runway is 072. It's going to be faster to get through to it this way. And the SID is the Miwa 1 Alpha to Miwas at or above flight level 155, so we'll set we'll set 20 flight level 200 as our initial. Here we go. Where are we going? We are headed to, I've forgotten already. We're heading to Somaliland, a city called Hargeisa. So, hey, Binman fan. Ground services. Pre-planned pushback. We're going to 7 right, which I just want to verify is over in that direction. Perfect. I want to push with the nose facing this way.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call
was
me
that okay after the hurricane?
Yeah.
It was nowhere near as bad as kind of feared. Flight altitude is 350. And our landing altitude, that's something I didn't check. Navigraph. I want to pin that. Open charts list. This airport has no charts. Oh, that's... Right. Can I get charts online? Charts? Oh, weather charts. I don't want weather charts. I want like airport charts. Alright, I've got SkyVector available here. Alright. 4471, so I'll set 4500 as the altitude. Alright, this could get a bit hilarious. We got APU power, so we can do that. Disconnect the ground power. Are we fully aligned here? Yes. Perfect. Anti-ice, overhead, and air conditioning, that's fine. It's all good. So we should be able to go better pushback request. Let's gonna hang for a second.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Perfect. And we'll use the left igniter today. Okay. Seatbelt signs can go on about now. It's shouting about the overhead because of my probe heat not being correct. But that is fine. The packs can come off. There is pushback.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
We're actually looking at it through the terminal building, but that's fine. Pushback tug is connecting. And there goes the front of the plane. Just like in real life.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Wow, I actually looked for the Airbus parking brake there for a
Starting
second.
pushback. And you may start engines.
Engine start approved. Packs off. Engine 2. Wait for 20%. And why is my shadow thing not working? There we go. Engine 2 is alive. All come together very nicely there. Off on. Yeah, we're on mode Charlie now. Fantastic. No controllers nearby. Not many people on AFV at the moment anyway. Engine 2 is stable. Let's get engine 1 running up. Get engine 2 onto continuous. The air conditioning warning over here, by the way. This warning is because I have the left and right packs turned off. You have to turn them off for the engine to actually start, because it's using bleed air from the APU, and APU doesn't exactly provide a whole ton of bleed air.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay. Engine 1 started. Gens are on bus. And we can turn off the APU now. Disconnect. Get the probe heat on. And yep, that's all good for the time being.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Just need to wait for the signal. And we will be Good to go. Quick recall, no issues.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Got a hand signal, so let's get the flaps down. Should really have had them in motion by now, but oh well. Anti-skid set RTO. MFD, lower MFD cleared. Flaps 2. And 5. Let's take the parking brake off, and no takeoff warning, we're good. So let's taxi down to the runway. We're taking off 07 right, which means we will be taxiing down the ramp, down the main apron. I'm taking Bravo all the way across. Actually, Bravo and then down 7 left. Down 07 left onto the 07 right connection at Alpha. Let's get the flight directors on. I'll do not want to arm. VNAV does. LNAV not so much. So we'll just go heading select. In terms of where we're flying from here to just up over here. It's about 200 nautical miles in total. I think it's 197 nautical. Hence why I've got 2 flights planned. I do have a third in case these go fairly quickly, but we shouldn't need it. Anything up here need resolving? No, that's good. That's all auto. That's all good. So we'll just hit the bar there to extend and turn on all the landing lights once we're on the runway. Should we actually be tuned to guard here as well? Let's do this according to actual procedures. Real world, yo. 115. There's Bravo. Shouldn't have any traffic, but we'll get the strobe on at this point. We'll be taking a wrong turn down 7 left, 07 left here. So we're going to be taking off in that direction. We're actually going to turn in this direction to line up on 07 right. Assuming my charts match the airport, so we should have a taxiway. Yeah, it does. Fantastic.
Approaching 07 left.
Yes, thank you. Okay. So back taxi 7 left.
On runway 25 right, 300 meters remaining.
I'm aware of distance remaining, thank you very much. Will LNAV arm now? No, LNAV still will not arm. Slightly concerned about LNAV not arming, but we'll make do. And we should have Alpha down at the stopway just down here. So that should be Alpha right there. There's the stopway, there's Alpha. Fantastic. Alpha appears to be a grass taxiway.
30 remaining.
Well, we're taking the grass taxiway. What? This should be paved. I'm not sure
Approaching
what's gone wrong.
07 right.
Alright, and we got tons of room to line up here.
On runway
Maybe we should have done 22
07
kg
right.
We'll be fine. Okay, 072. We'll hit the timer. We'll hit that and these. Get 40% N1. There we go. N1. I get LNAV? No, LNAV won't want to arm until we're at 400 now. Okay.
80 knots.
80 knots. Cross-checked.
B1 rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Positive rate. Gear up.
$400.
There's LNAV coming in.
$1,000.
And there is what renders of Addis Ababa. Flaps 2.
2,500.
Flaps 1. Flap 0. And we'll get up on it this time so that I can do the rest of my cleanup. We're above 10,000, so those can go off. And there's something else. Yes, auto brake off. And we can release the passengers. Clear ourselves up to 350. Perfect. You guys are being very quiet today, by the way. Now that I've got the whole now that I got the whole takeoff done, let's do these. And I should be able to... No. But, in terms of progress, we're at 13:43. We've got about an hour's flight here. Out of Addis Ababa over to, This is a real flight. I should mention, this is a real flight that Ethiopian do. So I'm kind of amazed that there aren't any charts. I almost said Hacienda. What's the name of the place again? Igal. In Harga. The world map here. Is it be called Harga? Hargeisa. So that's where we're headed, and we are currently here. You might notice the vast majority of the flight is actually just the departure and then the arrival. There's no star, no approach for Igal, so I'm gonna have to kind of wing it. Hello, Ultra Woody. I'm gonna have to wing this approach, so this could get... Oh my god, that is beautiful. Holy cow, this terrain! That is worthy of a screenshot. You've tried to play this on your PC, but it can't really handle it. I mean, you could... Here's the thing, Ultra, you can always try and force the matter by installing some scripts. Comically, like, I use XP11, which makes the game a hell of a lot prettier and faster with the clouds and whatnot. I found that doing that actually improves my FPS. Like, you can get better performance. The default clouds are bad. Really bad. This is a really pretty area. It is really... The downside of XP11 is it's payware, so you gotta pay money to run that chance. If you want to run the chance of it, you know, improving your performance. I don't mind paying a little bit extra because my PC is fairly beefy. It can handle normal X-Plane just with some toned down settings. This is really... This is some of the best terrain I've seen yet. That is freaking beautiful. So we're going to be in cruise for a little bit here. I say a little bit. We're not going to be in cruise for very long. Cruise is basically just going to be probably hit flight level 350 and then start back down. So currently at 28,000 feet. That is beautiful. Although it does look like we're about to get into much more... where's the plane? Yeah, we're coming through the last of the really interesting, beautiful terrain. Which kinda sucks. Because, like, more of this. Is it just one-off payment? Yeah. You pay for it once and then you can go on to the explain.org forums and download presets. Hey Jake, are you impressed? Simulate. My explain is pretty. Make you mad? There you go. What's the site to get the paper? I can't remember off the top of my head. I genuinely can't remember it. Jake, where do you get X-Vision? Because I have everything. Is it Sim Market? Yeah, if you put it in here, I can put it in both chats at once. So you'll see it as well, because I'm using Restream. I can't... It is Sim Market. Haha! I'm gonna go back into Twitch chat because I'm using Restream, but there you go. Hopefully that worked. And we'll do Sim. Right. To top of the ascent, 150. We're not using reserve fuel. I should have known it was Sim Market, because like, if something's not on explain.org, it's usually on Sim Market. How long is the runway? 2,500 meters. Oh god, I'll break 2 for that. Also, I forgot to turn off the gear. You cannot fly. I mean, you could go with mouse yoke. What have I done? I have done nothing. I have done nothing. No mistakes were made this day. Oh, clouds. Ruined. Plane, why are you doing a jiggle? Mouse yoke it, Jake. You know you want to. So we do have some terrain down there by the looks of it. How tall is that? 3,600. You forgot to like any facilities. Fair enough. So we're basically just on a straight shot in, which isn't the best thing to say about Somalia. Especially in a disputed territory in Somalia. And once we get to Somalia, we're going to be doing a quick turnaround heading off to Djibouti. Djiboutios. And from Djibouti, really, the only place we can go is Eritrea. That's our next stop after that. From Eritrea, it gets really complicated. We're going to this place, which I think is South Sudan. No, that's... No, Sudan. Ah, not South Sudan. Also, I could stop in... I wish there was an airport in this area. Geography that I've learned over my many years of being on Earth is neither Sudan nor Egypt actually want this bit of land here in Bir Tawil. Oh my god, there's an airstrip there. It's completely worthless land. It has no resources. So Sudan says it's Egyptian. Egypt says it's Sudanese. And this bit of land directly next to it, they both claim. So you've got technically nowhere, right beside technically both Egypt and Sudan. The fun joys of internationally disputed territories. Hey, Nightcore. Also, what's with this weird spit going on here, Sudan? Did you get bored and draw something inappropriate on a map once and Egypt just said fine, because it's funny? But I think everything... Yeah, it does. I think... Are we going back across the top of Africa after this? No, once we hit Sudan, Khartoum and Sudan, we got a long-ass flight up to Cairo. And then we're over into the Middle East. Israel, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Abu Dhabi, Qatar and Bahrain, which is going to be comical and probably in something a bit small. And I am hoping that we're more or less done with the Ethiopian hops. I might crack out the 747 next week. It is a tempting prospect to crack out the big boy and give that a bit of a go. What's oh no about, Jake? What's on? I can fly a 747. I've never flown it. Well, yeah, that. I'm hoping they bring out that big patch for it soon. Like, everything SSG does is kind of crap, but their 747 is the best one available on X-Plane. Because it's the only one available for X-Plane. But their Embraers are... There's something about Embraers that nobody can just make good ones. Like, you've got the X-Jet Embraers, which seem to be okay, but, I mean, I think they're overpriced for what you get. And then you got the SSG Embraers, which are... who decided to put the click noise in? Like, seriously. That was the dumbest idea in the history of ideas. We do have a nice little tailwind, so we are getting a decent bit of speed going here. Hang on. We're 80 miles from the airport. We need 100 to descend. Oh dear. Delta Whiskey Alpha is actually the airport. Let's get down to, let's say, flight level 100. The old, no, not heading select. The old level change at Mach 0.63. Actually, no, I can go, definitely go higher than that. Mach 0.72. Fasten your seatbelts, because this is gonna be a fun one. Let's crank up the descent. Because yeah, we're 80 miles away from the airport currently. 60 miles, and we need double that to descend. So this is going to be going down fairly sharpish. I just want to verify here that Delta Whiskey Alpha is actually... Hang on, Delta Whiskey Alpha is not the airport. Stop! VNAV! Back up to the 350.
1,000 to go.
Severe or for the airport? It's not, that's the thing. If I bring up the charts here, Delta Whiskey Alpha is Diridawa, which is here. Where I start my... There's no stars. And from what I can make out, no nav aids. Yeah. The descent was calculated correctly. However, we are going to have to go on to heading mode. Also, is that even a VOR? It is 117.7 because I'm gonna need the what radio is that? 274 radio. So I'm gonna have to go on to some fun things here. So 274 radio off 1177. Transfer course 274. Oh, it's a 094 radial. There we go. So I have heard of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Has there been another update? Because I never wasn't online to check yesterday. I'm just going onto their website right now to see if there was an update yesterday. Presumably not, because they'll just be talking about their preview event. Oh, the next one is the 10th, so that would make it next Thursday. That's fine. This could get very interesting indeed. Yeah. Could you get up to 350, please? So I've not done. It's Vorlock, isn't it? That you need for. Oh, hang on a second. Let's set 10,000 here. And see what the plane wants to do, because it says we're descending, but I don't know if we should be. Jake, help! I've never done alpha nav in this thing. Put it back to 350. It was staking at 325. Okay, let's try that. 350. VNav, LNav. And then direct. Yeah, it's quite happy sticking at 324. Oh yeah, I'll intervene. I forgot that was a button. A button that doesn't seem to want to work. I think I confused the plane. Because look, we're 20 odd miles out. 15. It's not gonna. It's gonna do something dumb here, isn't it? Yeah, it's about to do something incredibly dumb. Oh, it's working for me. It's just that this is a ridiculous route. You might notice that I'm 8,000 feet below profile. Yeah, I'm just gonna go level change. So you need, let me think. I'm going down from 3.5. I need 110 nautical miles to descend. Minimum. We're 140 from the airport, so I'm gonna say it thinks I've started to descend. I know. That's why I'm working it out. So we need 110. We're at 35,000. We're going down to 4,500. Which is 31,000 feet, which is 93 miles. 35 times 3, yes, but it's actually 93 because we're going down to 4,500. So if I start descent again with... Okay, there's end of route. Vorlock. No. Why is that not working? Put VNAV in. VNAV and Vorlock? Ah, okay. No, LNAV gets angry and turns off the autopilot. Wasteland Alpha now, boys. Well, Landy's going to be live at his usual time, so in about an hour's time. I'm going to be continuing my stream through Landy's, because we got kind of an unwritten agreement that we may as well land with all data now at this point. That's what I'm doing, Jake. That's what I'm doing. That's why I was working stuff out. Like, the route was always going to end here because... Oh, hang on a second. I have had an idea. That did not work. An attempt was made. Vienna Vorlock. Working right next to the runway at Glasgow Airport. Quite interesting watching the planes take off, especially the daily 747. Nice. Right. So we're going to be watching this like a hawk because I'm now landing raw data in a 737-800. Which is something you're not supposed to actually do, I don't think. This is gonna be spicy. I was wondering what 20 minutes was nowhere near long enough. Why did I even think that was even vaguely valid? By the way, how are we 5,000 feet below profile? Our cruising altitude is 350. We're at 350, and it's saying we're 5,000 feet below. Oh, I've messed this plane up horrifically, haven't I? Okay, I've fixed the profile at least. Oh! Truff! I fixed it! It no longer thinks that I'm descending. See, I am a genius. The airport isn't actually on the PFD. Nope. I cannot go VNAV. It has to be Vorlock. I regret every decision I've made so far today. So, right. Here's the issue. Are we going away from the airport? I may be slightly lost here. We were going away from the airport, though. So I'm hoping... I'm hoping this starts going down at some point. Because we're now heading on to the 274 radial, so it should start decreasing. How did I read... Wait, no, I was going in the right direction. No. I was going in the right direction. I've just realized as well that I forgot to do this. So, sitrep. We're off over here. We should be heading down this radial, and we're not for some reason. Oh. That might be why. We're on the wrong radio. Can I get a second? Yes, 146. And it is the 334 radio. Right. I'm going to triangulate the airport. 114.6. And it is the what radio again? 334. So I'm hoping that at some point we'll get crossing radials. Also, we're now just gonna floor it. We're speed intervening to point A2. Right. Fix. That's the 093. Okay. And fixed is DTI along the 333 radial for 300 miles. Okay, fine. 093 for 300. Okay, so if I now zoom out, we should get a... That's just rings. What the hell? Okay, let's try the... I guess the 155? Yes, there's the airport. Haha. We're about 80 miles away. No, what? Because if I bring up both these charts, you can see that from the Djibouti VOR goes straight to the airport. The same is true of the Djibouti VOR. There's a line straight to the airport, which means that we're now... I'm not entirely sure this is actual procedures, but let's get this thing down to 10,000 feet because we do need to descend this time for realsies. It's going to be much easier leaving the airport. And level change it at... screw it, Mach 0.82. Hey, Travis, trying to talk to you. Or trying to talk to me, one of the two. Right. I have found where the airport is, using the dumbest means possible. There's the airport. I have found it by using two VORs, which intersect over the... which the radials intersect over the airport. Now, I might not entirely be correct. So, let's get the Geneva lever on the go. Hey! I told you I'd fly raw data. I'm flying raw data. Also, my Project Fly overlay doesn't appear to be working. Why are you not working, Project Fly overlay? Is it because that's there? Let's remove that. Why is the Project Fly overlay not working? That's a problem for another time. Oh, it's broken for everybody. Okay. That's good to know, I guess. But, perfectly normal descent rate. Absolutely normal descent rate. And the thing is, I still think we're not descending fast enough. This is gonna be fun. In fact, let's whack the speed back to 250. Was that, well, I do have the Geneva levers out, so we are slowing as fast as is actually possible in the 737, short of, you know, cranking out the gear and flaps, which I'm not prepared to do. I mean, 40 something miles from the airport, we need to drop. We need 60 miles. This isn't good. We're 20 miles short on this descent. We're 40 miles out, we need to drop 60 miles worth of altitude. Also, I've not actually checked which direction the runway is. 0624. Oh dear. Actually, that's a good thing. we can fly the world's wonkiest pattern in a 737. Because it's basically going to be a nosedive pattern. Can I get ATIS for the airport? Genuinely unsure if it'll do this. Send? Will it work? No. Right. Active Sky, come to my aid. Active Sky has ATIS. Active Sky is good girl. Pressure 1014. Right, we'll queue that up. 0396 will be landing runway 06. Light rain. Of course it's raining. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why would it not be raining? In fact, slowing to 250 this early might have the advantage of we're now dropping speed faster than we're actually going forward, or as fast as we're going forward. Be right back. No, I need help. Save me. Save me, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I need roundhouse kicks to the air. This plane is not happy with whatever it is I'm trying to do here. Fairly sure Ethiopian actually have, like, some procedures available for this airport. I do not. So I'm making the most of what I have, which is bad. And is my brain, which is entirely the problem. I've just realized, oh no, I'm going to have to land visually in the rain. What's the cloud like? Overcast, flight level 100. Two 6 1 8. Right. Oh, this is gonna be very, very interesting and could go very, very wrong. So we're overcast at 100. Let's crank it down to about 8,000 feet. And bring the speed up to 300. I need to go full nosedive again, because I need to be at 8,000 pretty freaking fast. That wonderful 5,000. Let's look out the window at the clouds. Look at the clouds. No face cam. No face cam because there's an absolute disaster behind me on my bed. Of like junk that needs to be moved, but I can't move until my sister's up. Which actually she should be now, so I'll be moving it after the stream, and everything will be back to normal tomorrow. It's we're back down to reasonable descent rates. We still have the speed brake for you. That's probably not good for the speed brakes. It's probably not good at all for the spoilers. Let's do that. What's the visibility? Is it? Please tell me the visibility is 10 plus. Okay, visibility is 10 plus. That's some solace. Hey, Jake. Please ignore everything I'm doing because it's all wrong. Is at the airport. That is the airport. Fantastic. Let's take full manual control at this point. Okay, let's put the speed brakes back. Oh, let's just arm them. Okay. So let's get a descent going here. We're doing some wonky stuff, but that's fine.
1,000 to go.
I don't want. Gonna go flaps 40 with the wind correction. Whoa.
1,000 to go.
Okay. So my VRF is 138. Gonna do something a bit odd here. I'm gonna do 360 climbing. Not climbing that fast though. So what I want to do is I want to get the flaps out and gear down fairly early. Just want to verify we're idle. We are idle.
$1,000 to go.
Okay, I'll level off. Flaps 1.
$2,500.
Okay. SM, I'll be on TeamSpeak tonight. Probably not directly after the stream. I do have some stuff that I need to do. But I will be on not too long after. Today is truly hell because I'm trying to land this thing visually. And I'm not very competent at that. The runway is the one on the left. Or I'll take whichever one's on the left.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Birch altitude set.
I actually like having it this sensitive. Believe it or not. Also, that was me rattling it around, basically. Okay. I've somehow managed to stabilize the plane.
Approaching 06.
400. 300.
Oh, Sin, there is no way am I getting a smooth landing. Well, somehow
80 knots.
Somehow that was a good landing. The descent was hell. The landing itself was actually pretty good. And now the Ryanair music's playing. I forgot to turn on any of these. That was one of the better landings I've got in a little while as well. Where in the hell do I park this thing? Oh, there's a dude there. No, I'm on VAT Simpson. I'm on the audio for VATSIM server. I guess I'll try and park in front of... Ah, there's a signal dude. I will park by signal dude. I will not run off the taxiway. Signal dude knows what he's doing.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
What? We've landed. Let's see how well I can deal with Signal Dude. Get the engines off for the time being. It's fairly straight. Sim, it's controlled by a tiller on the Airbus as well. Right, that's that done. I'll just disconnect from VATSIM for now because I want to connect as Ethiopian 375. Connect. Flight plan is... There's all the VATSIM warning. Flight plan is as follows. Complete that. Oh my god. Hang on. Active Sky reckons I got minus 50. Literally cannot do better than that. Minus 55 in a 737. Bookings. This one is at active. Fly now. Right. So we are going from... This is going to be a really short flight. HCMH to HDAM. Alternate is possibly HAAB-K. Hopefully that exists. Departure time will be about 1750 Zulu. Time en route is... Block time is... Oh wow. That... Fuel available is 2 hours and 13 minutes. Our cruising altitude is that. Our cruise speed is that. Stunt Lima, and our route is direct Lubar to Bravo. We'll file that flight plan submitted. Fantastic. So so let's stay on the APU. We'll probably need a bit of fueling here, so let's just do weight and balance checks here. Fuel required is fuel 5.9. And our payload is 18.9, giving us a zero fuel weight of 60.3. Payload is now 19. 60.4 is zero fuel weight, and we'll need to call the fuel truck. Because that's the thing you've got to do with Zibo now. Where did I put OBS? I need you. Hey, Brendan. So let's go to route. That last one was memes. HCMH to HDAM. We're Ethiopian 375. And we're going to be taking off runway 06. Our route is to Lubar. That is literally the entire routing. Activate, execute. Performance initialization that reserves our 3.6 again. Our cost index is 5. Our cruising altitude is flight level 200. Cruising winds are 105 at 3. Oh dear. Outside air temperature at top of cruise is -9. We'll execute that performance and one limit. We'll do 20 TKD rate climb 1. Takeoff data will do flaps 5 with our current CG, which means we need 4.85. Oh wow, we really went ham on the trim. That should be fine. And it's 146. And we'll go initially. Screw it, we'll go straight up to cruise. Runway 06 here is 054. I'm honestly kind of amazed that we didn't die. Because we should have. Is fueling complete? Fueling is complete. So with that, we can crank the engines on almost immediately. Oh no, I need to set pushback. Hang on. Pushback. Pre-plan. I want to go this way, please. Go this way. Accept that.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Yes, push me, push me. Give push. Make pushing.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Give the push. And we can activate. Oh, no one do LNAV yet. We can pre-select anti-skid. Speed brake is off. And we'll use the right igniter this time. Everything else is pretty much ready to go. Only thing I need to do is switch the packs off. That first flight was an hour, this second
Okay,
flight
all
is
doors
going
and
to
hatches
be
are closed. Ready to connect.
approximately 48 minutes. And it's going to actually be so short that I'm going to immediately just put in the arrival here, and it is the... Where did I put Navigraph? Luba 2 Bravo to 09. So the Luba 2 Bravo... There it is. We'll take the...
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
We'll take the Arnav Yankee. Maybe the Zulu. Arnav Zulu. Yeah. Arnav Zulu via Alpha Mike 40, was it 404? Route not found? 402. I'll execute that. All constrained, that's fine. And we can switch off the parking brake.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
And start cranking. Hey Sylvan, how's it going today, dude? I set it, by the way, so that the local time is actually roughly 6:34. Like if I change this to... Is there a way to change that to local time? No. It's only Zulu. Local time is about 6:34. So we'll be landing. Look, the signaling guy was just like, "Yes, you're turning now." Engine was good. 20, 40, 60, good. Engine 2 can come online.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
25%. Engine 1 coming online. And it's looking like, I'm just kind of working this out here. It's looking like we'll be going out the... that taxiway. I think it's the only one here. No, there's one behind me. We're heading out through that taxiway and then heading left down towards 06. Victor 1, maybe?
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Engine one's
Hand
good.
signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Packs can go to auto and you can come off. Taxi light can come on. And we'll just ping the attendants a few times. EPLD can come off. Just need to wait for our signal now. We are good to roll. I'll be glad to see the end of this airport. I'll be glad to leave it. I forgot to set the flaps because we get a takeoff warning if I don't do that. Okay, we're good for takeoff now. If I set the speed brake like you would on... Or if I arm the speed brake like you would in an Airbus. So if I just hit arm here, we get a takeoff warning because you're not supposed to do that in a Boeing. That's a big no-no. It's where Simulate would fall flat because he is Airbus man. Quick recall, we're good. Won't let me arm LNAV until we're in the air, that's fine. We can go mode Charlie now. So we will be taking off, and I'll say at about 2,000 feet we'll start to turn. Because it looks like in real life you'd get vectored and stuff. But this is not real life, this is a game. How can you not understand that this is a game? It's time to play the game. Also, Simulate, if you're still here, have there been any more matches announced for tonight? Because as far as I'm aware, it's still just the 3 matches. Like, have I missed news? Or are they genuinely going to try and do a pay-per-view with 3 matches? That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Sweet. Technology provided by BAV. Interesting. Alright, we got flaps set, we got everything set. We're good to go once we get going here. Just want to check my legs. They're definitely there. Sweet. So top climb is in 22 knuckle. It's going to take us 22 miles to get up to 20,000 feet. That's honestly kind of impressive. Oh, I do like to taxi the entire length of a runway. Almost there. Just be glad we're not trying to go from one side of Shipwell to another. I've heard that in real life that takes like an hour. Everything looks to be in order. Let's have the dome light off for maximum dark when it gets dark. Right. Let's get our lights on. We'll pretend that we've been cleared takeoff. So there's nothing we need to do in the meantime.
Approaching 06.
So there's our top of climb, apparently. This plane is seemingly wanting to just launch. This could get strange.
On runway 06.
Alright. Set that. Oh, the brake get up to 40% in one. And we're off.
Knots. V1, rotate.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Yeah, I'll ping idiots when I'm on TSN. No worries.
400. $1,000.
There we go. I'm half tempted to hand fly this. I think I'll throw on autopilot so I can manage the plane once we're up at a reasonably decent altitude. Flaps on. Let's set it up. Look at how pretty Hargeisa is. And let's get these off. Let's just do some cleanup real quick. Flap 0. Now we can look at how pretty the... Did I just arm the flaps by mistake? Look at how pretty it is. Pretty. We're climbing, by the way. A reasonable clip, actually. I forgot to set the correct cruising altitude. Whoops. That's fine. We'll just overpressure the plane a bit. So we do have charts for this place. 3,000 meter runway at 50 feet. Perfect. That means we can almost definitely go auto brake 1. It's looking like... just want to verify this. HDAM on Google Maps, please. Okay, Djibouti. Djibouti Mbuli International Airport, yes. Now, am I right in how I was reading that the terminal building is over here? I'm gonna guess yes, because it looks like there's some... Well, could just as easily be over here, but I'm not seeing as many... Yeah, I'm not seeing the infrastructure that indicates a terminal building on the other side of the airport. Whereas I... Oh yeah, it's totally the terminal. Okay. That's fine. Just wanted to make sure I was reading the chart correctly. So the terminal building is right there, this building right beside the control tower. I thought it might have been over here, but no. This is the terminal building, so we'll be parking up in apron Charlie or Golf? Probably Golf. We might use Golf 8. Let's transition to standard. And these should have been retracted a few minutes ago. We can turn these off. And we will release the buzzards. Go to top climb. And here's the airport over there. This is potentially going to be just a 45-minute flight. So we'll be on the ground before before 8 o'clock Irish time, which is going to be wonderful. There's the rain that we were supposed to have in the place that we just were, that I've already forgotten the name of. Somaliland. But if I bring up a map here, you can see that we're going from Hargeisa here to Djibouti even, here, and the airport is... I'm not entirely sure, it is within Djibouti. I think it's fairly close. Oh, is this it? Yeah, the airport's here. You can see the military sections of it marked off in red. So this entire site is military. Oh yeah, wow, there's only the one civilian apron. So yeah, we're going to be flying basically into the center of Djibouti. And there is our cruising altitude. So we should be there. We'll be there next to no time. We are in the golden hour now, though, where everything just looks prettier by reason of sunset. If I do that, and kind of this, we can get some nice ad style pictures here. There we go. The ads are always inexplicably above, so we'll do that too. Beautiful. Right. Screenshots taken. Let's focus on, comically, descent. Because our top of descent is 61 miles away. I know that we've just reached cruise, but now we've got to focus on descent. Let's have a look at our star here. Nope, the Djibouti Bravo. If I window that, do that. I'm just gonna get my charts ready here. Window that and do that. So that's this. Once we hit Lubar, which is literally our only waypoint, we are gonna be going straight out to the airport, pretty much, and I have us in an RNAV arrival. The RNAV runway 09. So we'll come out, meet Alpha Mike 402 out here at 4,800 is going to be our constraint, so let's set that in. That's going to be our first constraint, and then Alpha Mike 416 is at 3,900, max 220. Transition levels by ATC. I'm going to manually set the transition altitude if I can remember how. There should be a way to do this, but I forget. Menu, no. Init ref, index, approach, no. Index, performance. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be back in a second. I'll leave you guys with some lovely exterior shots. That's the wrong button. Some lovely exterior shots of sunset while I am AF the K. And I am back. Hope I didn't miss anything. Do love the wing flex in the 737. That is always something else. Looks like, hang on a second, do we now have local time here? Yes we do. We've got about 4 minutes till top of drop. And we're coming down into a dark airport, which is perfectly fine by me. Because we'll actually have an arrival procedure in use. And not me flailing trying to navigate raw data when I'm terrible at it. So yeah, we're almost in Djibouti as well. We're almost in the country of Djibouti. We're actually going to be flying fairly low when we actually get into Djibouti. Well, the country, because, I mean, it's basically, the airport is right on the border. So I want to try and plan exiting the runway as well. So we're planning landing 09. I mean, I guess I want to be leaving at Fox. And then doing a backtrack on Foxtrot. Can I do that with anti-skid 1? With auto brake 1? I think so. We'll auto brake 2 just for sanity reasons. There's the top of the descent, less than 20 miles away. Come up on 15 miles, and we'll be this is a nice flight to do because it's relatively quick. After all the longish flights we've been doing lately, a nice quick short one is nice. How much does it cost me a month? The only plugin that actually costs me per month, and it's about €10, is Navigraph. That's it. That's my entire list of how much things costs. Is Navigraph at about €10 a month. In terms of how much have I spent, plug-in wise, I mean, X-Vision's about 20 quid. Xperia 6 another 20. Enhanced Shadows is free. My landing plugin is free. A lot of the plugins I use are free. This plane is free. It really shouldn't be. Like, if this was any other sim and any other plane of this quality, you'd be looking at paying in excess of $100. Easily. Like PMDG, I think their 737NG is $80-90, probably more, and it's probably not as good as this one. I have it on good authority from a Boeing pilot that Zibo is probably the most accurate recreation of a 737 in terms of systems that there is in a sim. Outside of the, like, professional grade sims. They're now shouting that I'm using reserve fuel again. No. Hey, DMF. So like, if you get X-Plane, you get through Zibo like one of the highest quality, if not the highest quality freeware plane there is. You know, there are faults, there are issues. Sure, it's free. I mean, you can't knock free. I need to get an ATIS for my destination here, which is Hotel Delta, Delta Alpha Mikey. Send that request, please. We should get a response in a moment. There's our response. QNH 1006. Winds 0012, that's fine. Visibility's good. Few 23, few 30. 34 degrees on the ground, 24 degrees in dew point. Although that is from noon. Noon Zulu. That should be fine. I don't think it's going to change the weather if there's no weather data change. Once you get a new PC, you're going to start playing it again. It's too much for struggle bus. Yeah. I'm looking forward to, like, this is me legit excited for two things. Number one, FS 2020, Microsoft one. That looks stunning. That's going to be great for airport to airport VFR. Being oddly specific there for a reason, because the second one that I'm looking forward to, and this I think is going to be more fun for me, is Dead Stick, which is a bush flight simulator. And that's for like no instruments, no GPS, no nothing. You got a map that you start off with, where it shows you where you are. Once you're in the air, no more letting you know where you are. So you got to work out by dead reckoning where you are and where you want to go. And not every airfield in that is going to be marked on the map. So I'm looking forward to Dead Stick. That's going to be fun. It's going to test my bush flight, my VFR, which I've never been able. I've never done VFR. Well, true VFR. So that's going to be interesting for sure. For sure. And I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be a lot of fun. Microsoft Flight Sim, like one of the very first things I'm going to do is search out my house and see how accurate it is. Because I've heard a few people saying that they went looking for their house in Microsoft Flight Sim and found it to be fairly accurate to what their house looks like. So, kind of interested in that. Also, Microsoft Flight Sim just looks gloriously beautiful. I mean, I can't knock it. And I will be playing that on the channel for sure. I'll be playing Dead Stick on the channel too. Because I just like flight sims. This channel might eventually just transition into being a flight sim channel. Because this is fun, this is relaxing, this is chill, this is a nice way to spend an evening. Like, straight up, I could do this all day. I'd need to change planes, because I couldn't do... Oh, there's the airport, by the way. I should mention this. There's our airport. It's actually that one, not that one. DCS, I have a DCS. I've never played it. I have like the free version of the DCS with the free planes. I've never actually played it. I might do that sometime. Although I've heard there's a bit of like controversy in DCS where there's an F-16 or something that doesn't have a damage model or navigation systems, and like it's controversial because people think that it's fine for a plane to release without, oh my god, what the hell is this turn? Release without like navigation systems or a damage model in a digital combat simulator. kind of question the logic on that one. So that is not the... No, hang on. Why are there two airports like right beside each other? This is the airport we're going to. This one I don't know what the hell it is. It seems to be an almost exact... Oh, these aren't good airports at all. This isn't going to look pretty. You enjoyed explaining level as a novice is very complicated, especially when the struggle bus doesn't sort things correctly. I'm gonna be honest, like, getting into flight sims in general isn't easy. There is a steep learning curve. I've been through that. Once you like get over the initial I have no idea how any of this works learning curve, you suddenly realize that everything is secretly a Cessna 172. And you can fly pretty much everything like a Cessna 172. The way that the individual plane behaves is going to be slightly different, but in terms of systems and navigation, for the most part, if you can fly a Cessna 172, you can fly a Boeing 747. Which sounds dumb, but I am adamant that is the case. It doesn't work in reverse. Like, Traff knows how to fly jets. He is very experienced at flying jets. That's what he does a lot in flight sims. He cannot fly a Cessna 172. You get into flight sims, you learn with a 172. Just like you do in real life. Because if you can fly that, you can fly anything. If you're wondering what I was just doing there, I was setting my landing refs. In fact, I'm best off staying on this page now. We're going to be landing flaps 30 at speed of about 148 knots. I'm not going to go down to 40. We've got 10,000 meters to play with. I could actually land flaps 15 probably. But we'll take it out to 30. Should be able to arm approach. And we can bring this down to 3,900 now. So the navigation that gets you can get to the airport, can't get onto flight path to land. Flight path always just takes you direct to the airport. Yeah, and like I say, in smaller planes, it's usually like you gotta hit the PROC button, procedures button, and then choose like an approach. In reality, you just go visual 9 times out of 10. It's only when it's particularly dark or something that you would really need to use instruments. Okay, come on to final. Or come on to a base leg at least. And this is the bit where I start accidentally on purpose, I guess, ignoring chat. Because this is where it gets dicey at times. What are the minimums? I forgot to set minimums. Minimums are... what? Cat Charlie 290. So we'll do that real quick. Here we go. Go flaps 1.
Thousand to go.
And we'll stick out the gear for the extra drag we get from that. Because we are idling, we're not doing anything with it, we're not slowing down. Planes have always fascinated you, you're just scared of being on them. I mean, watching me do this is what a real pilot would do. Like, it's not as difficult as people think. This is what a real pilot would do. Granted, he'd be using the actual controls. For the most part, but it wouldn't be much different from this. Probably wouldn't look much different either, actually. Maybe more lights. Also, it'd look a bit more like this, with these on. Whoops, these on as well. This is pretty much how the cockpit would look at night in this situation. That's bringing me down to 25. Is it 30? Yeah, that's flaps 30 set. Okay, I am satisfied that we are on profile mostly. So let's disconnect the autopilot, disconnect auto throttle, and we'll hand fly for the rest of this.
$1,000. 1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Too high. Too high. Approaching 09. Too high. Too high.
500.
Unstable. Unstable.
400.
We're not unstable.
300. Minimums.
Continue.
200. 100.
Think rate.
50.
Think rate.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Not the best landing I've ever done, but it'll do.
900 meters remaining.
Half an hour is all that flight took. Oh, so that landing was terrible. Where's my map saying we actually are in terms of like the airport? Kind of curious. So, yeah, we don't have good scenery for this at all, unfortunately. Let's get the APU going. Get the auto brakes off, get the flaps on the way up. And we will pull into the ramp. So where's Captain Signal Dude? Is that him? Right there? In front of the building? Yes, it is. Slow this down a bit. Pull in a bit awkwardly here because I want to get this vaguely correct. So he should start signaling at us. He is. Fantastic. Taxi light can come off now so I don't blind him. There we go. APU be on, 2 blue, 1 red. Let's get the engines off. Let's release the passengers. And let's get some ground power going, because we're going to be here for a little while. Hey, that's not a bad parking job, actually. I'm relatively pleased with it. Power on, APU off. And now we just power pretty much everything. That wasn't what I meant to do. Whoops. No, not alternate flaps. Don't want the alternate flaps. I want the battery. And there we go, cold and dark. So, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and follow and subscribe and all of that good stuff depending on what you're on. If you're on Twitch, do hit the follow button. I do this every week. Every Sunday. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe. I usually play Farm Sims. If you like Farm Sim and flying, and yeah, do give me a follow. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.